This is the video 2 in the axle support, and what I'm going to do now is to move this around and add that part that comes down as an extension. We'll go take a look at it from the left hand side, zoom out a little bit. I'm going to hold the control key down and just pan up. I'm going to start by going to sketch, and because this is a symmetrical part, I'll start by putting a center line. I'm going to sketch on that surface right there, on that plane. Go up above the origin, left click, go down through the origin. Center line is black. Now I'm going to draw a circle on the center line. I'm going to bring it out so it's close. Start adding some dimensions. The radius of that is 19, so the diameter would be 38. Now I'm going to put a dimension from here to the center of the circle. The distance down is 48. That puts it in place. Now we can start adding the sketch lines. I'm going to start by sketching on this edge, right where it intersects. And you see I get a midpoint. Left click, go to the corner, left click. Now what I want to do is to come right in and just go and make this line coincident with that circle, but also, you'll notice as I drag down a little bit, tangent. So that second little glyph that shows up right there, that's tangency. Now that line will both touch the circle and be tangent to it. Hit the escape key, come back out. I'm going to use the mirror option for the sketches and take that line and this line, mirror them about my center line so they look like that. Pick the OK button. Now what I've got is the whole thing sketched out. A couple ways to go from here, but I'm going to start by trimming out using the trim command that part of the circle and this part of the circle. I have now a fully defined sketch. I can go over to the Features tab, do an extrusion, bring it around a little bit, switch it so it goes the other way, select the green button. Now that part's in place. Now the other thing left to add is, for right now, at least in this video, is the raised boss. I'm going to go back to Sketch, go to Circle, select that surface because that's where the raised boss starts. Hover over the edge of that radius till the center shows up, snap to the center, and now I'm going to come all the way down and just snap to that point right there. You'll notice I'm getting both a tangency and a coincident relation, which is what I want because that'll fully define that circle. Later on, if I change the size of that radius, it'll also change the size of the raised boss. Come over to Features, Extruded Boss, type in a 2. Now I've got that feature and ready to put holes in it and put holes in the top as well. This approach differs a little from one of the other videos that shows the extension coming down and drawing half of everything including the arc. But I've changed my mind since I did that other video, and I think it's more effective to put the circle in. I'm going to make one more video on this part showing how to do it using contours where you can put the entire sketch in one place. I'm going to call this the Paul Gilman approach because Paul was the one who showed this to me in one of the classes, and I think it's an interesting idea, so there'll be a separate video on that. But the part about adding the pieces one at a time still works. That's what most people do, but this other method of Paul's I think has really got some value, and I want to show it to you in a different video.